of a simple SCADA system. So here RTU will be an interface between SCADA system and the field. So here RTU means this remote terminal unit. So basically it's simply a microcontroller device which will collect all these data and give to SCADA server. That will be a computer. So here RTU will be an interface between SCADA system and the field. The field data is acquired, that means collected and conditioned and transmitted by RTU to SCADA system, because field devices may be, there will be digital devices, there will be analog devices, and different measurement devices will have different ratings, different type of output, different output ratings or something. So all these will be conditioned and transmitted. If there is an analog data, that will be converted to digital and it will be processed through RTU to SCADA server or SCADA computer, right? So RTU may be a specific RTU device. That means for RTU, for the task of RTU, there are specific devices. We call them RTU with analog to digital conversion, digital to analog conversion, and other data acquisition capabilities like filtering,
remote IO.
What I will say, like filtering, signal conditioning, amplifying. So these kind of some data acquisition features are there, right? So if the signal level is low, it has to be amplified to send it to the server. So for those kind of something like that. So and also when you get the input data, if it is an analog one, you have to convert it to digital. And when you send a control signal, if it is an analog, if it is a digital one, at the end you may have to convert it to analog. So for these kind of purposes, all these features will be available with RTU. So there are specific devices as RTU. You can buy and use them in SCADA systems. And at the same time, RTU may be a specific RTU. So I have repeated the same thing. Sorry about it. With analog to digital and digital to analog conversion and other data acquisition capabilities. But PLC and DDC also can act as an RTU, because normally what PLC does, it also gets the field data, no?
Yes.
When it is controlling the process, so it can act as an RTU. So in a PLC based system, we normally don't go for an RTU device. We will use PLC as an RTU, where we will take the field data stored on the PLC memory. We will take that data to our SCADA server. So it is similar to DDC also. So but PLC and DDC also can act as RTU. So we have discussed about RTU. Field devices are simple. So all the field data will be gathered by server and will have access through user interface. So all these data collected will be stored here, and user can access, or user can access those data, or user can send some control signals through this server. So server can be networked with many RTUs. That means this is not necessarily this is going to be linked with only one RTU. Here you can connect another RTU or another PLC. PLC1, and also one more PLC can be connected here. PLC.
Remote IO
right. So server can be networked with many RTUs in larger systems or distributed system. Many servers are networked with a master server. So if the system is very larger, you will have many servers like this. You will have another server here. So server 2 and server 3. All these servers will be linked with small single units of RTU and field devices, and all these will be linked to a master server. Yes. Wait a moment. Sorry. Because with team it cannot be recorded. That's the issue. Yeah, because with Zoom, clarity is issues. Yeah, yes.
අපි රෙකෝඩ් කරපුවාම මේ ගේම් බාර් එකේ රෙකෝඩ් කරපුවා සයිස් එක කීයක් ආවද?
Uh, yes. Screenshot of the attendance. Okay. And so I think sometimes students may record it. I will ask them also. Okay. No, I tried to record it today, but that option was not there. Okay. Okay, sir. Fine. Okay, thanks.
If you want, you can record it using the game bar in the Windows. What is the Windows version? Windows 10 or
Yes, yeah. I think Windows, but wait, let me check.
Windows and press D.
Windows and press D.
G.
G.
There should be a tick saying consider this as a game or something, and then you can record it.
Okay, but we have missed 3 hour session. Is it recording now? Okay, fine. Okay. So all these servers with single systems can be networked to a large server. So that will be our master server. And user interface may be a human machine interface. Specific HMI devices are there. We can buy them, use them, or otherwise it can be a desktop PC, or even it can be a laptop, right? Then we will come to supervisory systems. So that means we are going to talk in terms of BAS, building automation system. Okay. So here same thing which we discussed already. So in BAS supervisory system, supervisory system provides an interface for monitoring and controlling building conditions, as we discussed earlier. And the second thing, in a 4-layer BAS network, supervisory system acts as a router between the server and other single control units connected to the network. So I don't have to repeat it. I have mentioned, or I have discussed these things already. And the server, simply all the BAS data or building automation system data is collected and saved in the server, and they can be either desktop machine or rack mounted server. Depending on the size of the system, you can simply use a desktop PC, or if the system is larger, you can go for server with larger capacity. Network, when it comes to network, so we had 4 layers, right? Simply I will draw that one. First one is input output layer. And the second layer is controller. Third layer is supervisory system. The fourth one is server. Here, communication between this controller and input output devices are almost straightforward. So there will be some analog to digital or digital to analog conversion. Other than that, each device will give specific data. For example, if you have a temperature sensor, it will give the data of the temperature. If you have a humidity sensor, it will give the data of the humidity, right? If you have a pressure sensor, it will give the data of the pressure. So there is no need of a big network. Each device will send one data, and each device is going to get one data. So if there is a motor, that will get one data. Actually, it will get only single signal, on or off. Similar to that, if there is a motor, other than the motor, say if you have a valve, it will have some electrical signals. Maybe if it is a discrete valve, on off signal. If it is an analog valve, different current from that current different pressures, right? So those are single device, single communications, like single line. So no problem with that communication. But all the data collected by the controller should be sent to supervising system. So there we should use a specific communication. So first of all, field devices interact with physical environment and send the data as electrical signal to controller. That's fine. The second stuff, control layer and supervisory layer are typically linked using a serial network. We have learned about the serial network. Serial network and parallel network we have discussed in the PLC part. So serial network is a single cable or single cock cable which gets the data through one cable and backs the data through the same cable. So same set of cable or single cable is used to send the whole data and receive the whole data. So normal serial networks will be used. If you want to refer more, I have given you a note on PLC communication. You can refer that. So I have mentioned about serial communication and how it works and some examples for that one. Even our USB cable or Ethernet cable, Ethernet cable will act as a network cable, or sometimes it will act as a serial cable. Then communication between supervisory system and server system is achieved by internet or intranet. What is the difference between internet and intranet?
No idea.
Okay, you know what internet means, right?
Yes.
Internet, it means globally all the computers or all the servers are get connected. So you can get connected with any servers. Whatever the computer connected in the internet, you can access them. If you have the web address, server address of that one. So all the website is stored in on a server, right?
Yes.
So if we have a server, so the web address for that server, you can simply go there, access that. Intranet is a limited one. That means, say for example, say all the university colleges and Univatech. Say they have to create a network between all these three, all the university colleges available in Sri Lanka. Say there is one in Jaffna, there is one in Ratmalane, there is one more in Anuradhapura also, right?
Yes.
So all there is some more. So all, I think Kuliyapiti also one is there. So all these all the data of all these university colleges are stored on a server there, and all these servers are going to be linked. A specific network within an organization. Simply that is intranet. So for that net to that network, outsiders cannot enter. The particular servers or computers can only access those data. That's what intranet simply. So when if you learn computer network, you will get the whole idea of that one, right? So depending on the size of your plant, you can have store the data or communicate or create the communication between your server and between your supervisory system through intranet or internet. Either way, you can do that. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So actually user interface comes at this place, so he can see the data through this one. He can access the data from the server, or he can get the data from the supervisory system.
Huh?
So that's all for this module. Sorry. Okay. For building automation system. Okay, now I will finish this one first. And there is one more. Sorry about it. I will finish it as much as quick possible. Why I didn't stop it? How did?
So, when you change the window, it detects as if you exit the game and stop recording.
Oh my
You have to.
Okay. There is short